Why do we care what others think? Because isn't that where all that comes from?
I had a therapist say one time, this was powerful, that the great driving force in all of our lives is protection of our self-esteem. That is the great driving force of our decisions and what we tell ourselves. Because let's face it, we all there is a temptation and a humanness that makes us tell ourselves what we want and need to hear to protect our self-esteem. Oh, well, yeah, she got that job ahead of me, but I have the better whatever. We just naturally do that. It's human, and that's okay. But to catch ourselves and say, you know what, I'm just going to reframe that. Good for her. How exciting that she got that. She's good at this, this, and this, and I'm going to encourage and lift her up. How does that change you inside? It's just a better way to live when you're everyone's cheerleader rather than everyone's critic.
Yeah. And so how do we, in that same moment, you achieved over a 30-year career in TV and anchor and reporting. You did, right? So you had a high level of achievement. So how can we be both of those where we can be a cheerleader for someone else that maybe gets the job, that gets the promotion, not beat ourselves up, but still say maybe I need to do more in a positive way? Because that is the case a lot of times. I've found for myself, like sometimes in a market-based system, other people achieve things before I do sometimes. And the market will reward them differently. Maybe not because they're not tall enough or bald or have a little bit. So how do we positively tell ourselves, like, you need to do more?
You need to do more to have more success?
At times, maybe we need to educate ourselves. Maybe we need more experience. Maybe we need to find a better mentor, read another book.
We all need to do all of that all the time.
Yeah.
We're all in competition with ourselves to grow and improve and do all that.
Yeah.
That's what you have control over. You don't have control over he or she got something I didn't.
100%.
So you look at what is it that I have control over, and then when you decide early on, I'm going to be about being the cheerleader and lift people up as I go, it just makes you feel happier. Do you know how many women are at the network now that were, not I want to say below me, but I was more advanced than they were at one time, and so I have a choice. How come she got it instead of me? What I shouldn't have done this and this because I should have been, I could have been, or it's wow, I helped lift that person up.
Yeah.
And yay.
Yep.
Yay. Look at her. And being excited for that. I had some time in my life when I was there with that person in the makeup room and look at her go.
Yeah.
It's just a better way to live. And my watch is dinging, so Shelby, I'm going to catch if you would. Close.
I think that, so where's the, because here on the topic of the book under bold,
it
says the secret to my big wins to help you crash through your comfort zone. So that has to come from a place of how'd you crash through your comfort zone, right? That's where that has to come from. You recognize being bold was probably maybe the avenue to achieve those big wins, to crash through that for you.
Yes, I think as you start to see success in some of these things that you did, that enables you to take a little more risk, and then a little more risk, and then a little more risk. And the other thing is coming to terms with embarrassment and failure. There are many, many opportunities to embarrass yourself when you're a news anchor, live on television. Twice in my life, God, it might have even been 3 times, I have pronounced rhinoceros. I don't know why I want to make a rhinoceros a rhinoceros. I don't know.
Your brain just wants to.
When I see it in the teleprompter, that's what happens. So I had to make a decision that I was going to always just say rhino.
There you go.
And there have been countless others that are even worse than that I have mispronounced or wasn't thinking clearly, or half the time you're tired, you have things on your mind or whatever. We're human beings, and so you have to come to terms with that. One of the tools I talk about in the book is that I noticed early on, and then it became more pronounced as I went through the years that I would tell myself, good thing I don't embarrass easily. And I say it all the time, and I laugh at myself, and that takes the sting out of that bad, uncomfortable moment. I don't like uncomfortable, awkward moments. I don't like to look stupid, but I certainly have and probably will. And so if you somehow that phrase that I started to say more and more over the years, well, it's a good thing I don't embarrass easily. And
then you start to believe
I
that.
always inevitably laugh after I say it, just like it was the first time, because I've given myself permission to be embarrassed.
How much do you think that comes from being a child when your mom's saying, hey, you got to talk to yourself?
Yeah. I think you never consciously say, wow, there's some great wisdom from mother or father, but somehow that gets into your subconscious and self-conscious and subconscious, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes with you on the journey.